Are you ready to operate, Doctor?
I'd love to, but first I have to perform surgery. Oh, I kid. Scalpel. Blood bucket. Priest. Next patient.
Gee, Zoidberg, leave some for the enemy to kill.
Leave Dr. Zoidberg alone. He has twice the training you do.
Yeah, he's a doctor and a butcher.
I'm afraid he's gone.
Whoa, Doc, I ain't dead.
Excuse me, I believe I'm the doctor.
Believe it all you want, that won't make it true. This isn't a war, it's a murder. This isn't a war, it's a murder.
Oh, see, this is how it starts. First with the jokes, then comes the heavy stuff.
When will the killing end?
Are you ready to operate, Doctor?
I'd love to, but first I have to perform surgery.
That's my joke! I'll kill you! Oh!
Hello.
Hi.
That's my line. They'll kill you. No. How's it going, Akimokumi, Hobby, and the rest?
You definitely were not privy to some pre-stream watchings.
Yes.
Of ours.
Wah! Real life. This is just fantastic.
Are you ready to operate, Doctor?
I'd love to, but first I have to perform surgery. I like how it's actually Alan Alda playing, like, robot Hawkeye. Oh, one sec here. Oh! Okay. Good.
Check. There we go. Oh, and we're losing balance. Oh, God. And things are falling over.
Yes. Okay, one sec here.
Well, this one goes out to a very special person. Daisy, here's a song about a love that's truly strong. Girl, it's so true. I'm gonna sing my feelings to ya, boo. Daisies, 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 daisies. I love me. Luigi, and Luigi. Not a million Luigis could keep me from me. Princess Daisy, it's time I confess. I am the best. Waluigi, 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 Waluigi. No one can compare. Oh, Waluigi, Waluigi. Well, that's enough of this. The rest of it is just here. Oh, is it Waluigi time? Oh, yeah, Waluigi time. Yes. Waluigi party, Waluigi kart. Oh, Waluigi go. Waluigi go.
I'm going home.
Is that the Waluigi pinball music? Mario Kart? I think so.
Yes. Yeah, I love that video. Okay, how did Anif, a robot, know that the it's just copying copying Akimokumi. How's everybody doing tonight? Also that
Mage, please stay. Mage, don't go home.
Don't go, Mage. I'm fucking done.
I'm done. I'm fucking done.
Okay, you know what? I don't think we've watched that on stream in a long time. We should just put that on real quick. Just for old time's sake.
Hey Chris, well what do you stream? It's complicated. Gotta wake up in the morning, you gotta look at yourself and say, what am I willing to put up with today? Not fucking this.
It's true. It is like the most relatable thing when you've streamed. When you stream with someone else, like when you do like co-stream content type thing. Nothing hits harder / realer than
Beautiful little moments.
that beautiful little moment. And as such, okay, where the actual fuck?
What?
Trying to find the. Oh, there it is.
Just go ahead and truck it back to look how silly this is.
Gone?
You have to like do. Oh.
Fair enough, Mage.
Okay. Aaron, don't leave.
Oh, fair enough.
Aaron! I love you!
No, I'm fucking done.
I'm fucking done.
You're not.
This is bullshit.
I'm gonna.
This is fucking bullshit.
I can't get off.
What is this?
I can't get off.
What is this?
I'm stuck.
What is my life? I can't do it, John.
I can't eat.
I can't fucking do it.
I'll tell you what, Aaron. You can give up now, or you can figure it out, because I certainly can't do it without you, and I know you can't do it without me.
I appreciate it. But look what we're dealing with, man.
Aaron,
You gotta draw the line somewhere.
Aaron, we
gotta draw a fucking line in the sand, dude.
Aaron,
We gotta make a statement. You gotta look inside yourself and say, what am I willing to put up with today? Not fucking this.
I'm Superman. I believe I can fly. Yeah, that was a beautiful little moment we just had.
Yeah, same. Also, the wording there, just like the immediate reply, made it feel like, to me, the like, I got called racist in Greg's thing. Like, well, mates, I got called racist in Greg's today. What happened? I got called racist in Greg's. Oh? Why? No, why though? Oh, because I was being racist. Was it in Greg's though? Yeah, it was in Greg's. Also, Akimakuni, if you're craving ice cream, you should eat the ice cream I dropped off. Unless you ate all of that ice cream, which, fair.
You're making ice cream trips to Kimokumi's?
Yeah,
You're not making ice cream trips to my house?
you didn't ask.
I don't care. It's just you could ask me. Hey, I'm out serving ice cream. I'm already doing it. Do you wanna? Would you maybe want some?
She also broke her ankle. It's like a.
Do you have something heavy? 1 sec. No, I wouldn't do that. Unless I was in a Saw movie, then maybe if I had to, do it to survive.
Yeah. I do remember that, guys. Jesus. Wow. That's bonkers. Turned into like stress eating mode. It's like, what the fuck? I have to heal bones now. Screw it. Yeah, that's fucked.
I thankfully have never had the displeasure of breaking limb.
Yeah, same. I've broken like
Unless a chipped tooth counts, but I don't think so.
I've definitely broken toes before, but never had like never had them
Full
properly.
limb.
Yeah, not like a limb. It doesn't because teeth don't count. Hey, teeth, get the fuck out of here. This is a bones only party. That was your first broken bone. That sucks. Get out of my bone zone.
Bone zone. Bone saw is ready.
Bone zone is ready. I remember for a long time we used to use the term zoning permits for trying to like court someone. This is like the permits you needed to enter the bone zone. This is bone zoning permits. Ito and got experience of having a needle drum. Ew, that's rough. Oh geez, that is young. I only have 2 rescue corps members to save.
My twin brother's got a few toddler injury stories.
Oh yeah, I seem to remember. Did he like break his collarbone or his like arm or something when we like as a teenager? I seem to remember.
No.
Him in a cast, but I'm not. I think I'm actually thinking of the other fraternal twins I was friends with growing up.
Could have been them.
Could have been. I know one of them broke bones like frequently, because I remember we were at COP and he was on a snowboard, and someone went off a ski jump and like went near him, but didn't hit him or anything like that, and he just like fell backwards normally, like if you just fell over on the ground, and somehow broke his collarbone.
Oof.
It was very weird. What's especially weird is that guy's now an MMA fighter. So it's not like he was delicate or anything.
Yeah, at least a handful of injuries of my twin brother came from just climbing shit.
Yeah.
Notably, he bit through his tongue really bad.
Oh, that's brutal.
Which, thankfully, he didn't bite the thing clean off, because now he sings for a living, so...
Yeah, no doubt. I was going to say.
But you can still see a clear, like...
line?
Yeah, gouge in his tongue.
That's messed.
Maybe it's similar to Freddie Mercury having, like, extra teeth in his mouth, prolonging his jaw, creating his, singing prowess. The indent in his tongue now.
Yeah, now gives him like unique acoustics.
Yeah.
We get to see Derp Night Pikmin today. Hopefully. Good thing Ochi knows how to swim. Yeah. Okay. So funny story, Mage. My cousins growing up had like a trailer. Like a camper van trailer thing. And we'd go camping and they'd stay in the trailer and we'd stay in like tents. And they had bunk beds in the trailer. And one of my cousins would just do crazy shit at night. Like he would sleepwalk, he would sleep talk. Apparently ran in his family because his mom would like apparently go around with a candle at night while asleep. Like an unlit candle. And just like look at pictures. So he would do all sorts of weird shit like that. And I remember one time, he was in the top bunk, and my other cousin was in the bottom bunk, and he heard, like, movement, and he woke up, because he's like, what's going on? And like, the younger cousin, the one who sleepwalk and sleep talk, just shouted at the top of his lungs, Mr. Popcorn, and then did, like, a frog splash off of the top bunk onto the floor. Green, purple, and green, blue. Wow, that is... Wow. It sounds like a real people person. Her expertise is great, but she's got to work on her bedside manner.
Sweet.
Wouldn't it be funny if on the cruise she took you aside and been like, I know that I said you were a really ugly baby, but I want you to know you were.
Damn that it's ugly, baby.
Just the harshest. I guess the harshest thing you could say would be like, you still are. But that would be too much of a lie. You didn't change. Yeah, exactly. I think it's funnier. I think it's funnier if instead of being like, Instead of being like outwardly mean, they're just defending their position. They're just like, look. Was I out of line? Yes. But was I wrong? No. So I feel like almost all babies are ugly. At least in the newborn stage, where they look like little alien critters. You know what I mean? Their eyes don't open, and they've got like... You got like fuchsia skin, and they're like... And you're like, I don't care for this thing. And then it becomes more identifiably human, and you're like, alright. This is cool now. That is a fat peach. She says that look fine. I don't know why. I know. Like, fine. It makes it sound like, okay, you've met her, like, requirements. She's got, like, a checklist, and she's like, we can work with this. I keep going, you just saw a spider crawl up my nose and you were asleep. I remember as a kid, I heard that, like, the urban myth of, like, did you know you eat, like, X number of spiders over the course of a year?
Right.
And I told my dad that. And my dad, with zero amount of time for bullshit, was just like, that's not true. And I'm like, yeah, it is. My friend Josh told me. And he was just like, your friend Josh is stupid. Like, that's not true. I was born with gangrene. You don't look it. Well, I got better. These ladybugs, she came home from school one day, and I was like 4 or something, greeting her, and apparently I'd eaten some ladybugs and they were in my teeth. That sounds about right. I remember eating ants as a kid. Because my brother had been like, ants eat honey.
That's right, bitch.
Which isn't exactly true, they eat nectar. But he was like, if you eat the ants, they taste like honey. And I ate one and I was like, no, I don't taste it. He's like, eat another one. And I was like, okay. And I ate a bunch of ants. But I remember, yeah, when I kept talking to my dad about the whole, like, spider thing. Like, that conversation went on longer. And I remember him being like, okay, if you were, like, hiking, and you found a cave that looked exactly like the mouth of an animal, and made noises like the mouth of an animal, would you crawl into it? And I was like, no. And he's like, yeah, that's correct. Spiders aren't smart, but they're not that stupid. I have a blind eye. You don't look it. Yeah, it's because it's a birth defect. Yeah. Kind of. I'm trying to lurk, but I'm dummy thick. And the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the streamer. Robert Ducky. You know what? Like this aquatic ambiance. Uh-oh.
I remember those from the first one.
Yeah. No, the Pikmin! Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Yeah, they broke my heart. A hole in it now, and they're like, haha, and I'm like, no, literally, I have a hole in my heart. You're born with it. I have a hole in my skull, but I was not born with that. It came from my sinuses not draining when I was a kid, so I had like a perpetual sinus infection. And then when I was like 12 or 13, they drilled a cavity in my sinuses so that they drain properly. How did you survive? Because she was built different. Little baby Akimokumi was just like, I have to live long enough to not stream Neo The World Ends With You. Well, talking about something dirty joke about
claims.
Had to get holes in his ears. See, I was born with holes in my ears. They lead to my inner ear. That's sort of a riff on the one decent. The only line I remember finding unironically funny and bright. The they hit you. You got any holes? Only the ones I was born with. How are your holes? And Will Smith being like, how the fuck do you make a shootout awkward? The fleshy meat full of Pikmin, yeah. Is there something sexual about me throwing my fleshy Pikmin into the clam so that they can attack the round thing inside there? Almost sexual, isn't it, Smith? Oh, good. I was like, please tell me someone has that sound effect on YouTube.
Almost sexual, isn't it, Smithers?
Okay, it's better because of the meh at the end. Speaking of dirty jokes about claims, there was a school trip we went on. The girls are like, fuck using the shitty shower because I'm just going to shower when we get back because it's like 2 days or something, and we did a hike. Oh no. It's like, oh my god, what if down there it's all just grilled cheese? Oh. One with the split tongue sewn together before it was once, and I only have to tip your tongue is slightly split. That ruined grilled cheese else for a bit. See, it's gross, but unfortunately, grilled cheese is too delicious to be ruined. Hey, Wyvern. I don't have a split tongue, but when I was a kid, we had these giant metal dividers that divided the classrooms so that they could turn them into smaller classrooms. And I was reading something that was on one of them, and then someone opened the divider. Like the metal divider smoked me right in the face and split my lip open. And I still have a cleft lip from that.
That's what that is.
Yeah. And Iv forgot how hard he is. Honestly, me too, and Iv. Also, you're a robot.
A robot?
A robot. We need to make Aniv... We need to train Aniv to have a switch that switches between Maudlin and Wisecracky, and to have the voice of Alan Alda. I wouldn't use ketchup. If people actually make ketchup grilled cheese, I don't care for it, but they do it.
Putting
ketchup on a grilled cheese.
Yeah, well, I do that. Just on the side, just dip.
It's not one of those things like, I don't think it's not like, it doesn't offend me or anything. It's just like not my go-to when it comes to grilled cheese. I've noticed that though with a lot of things people put ketchup on. I'm like, you put ketchup on that? And then I'm like, ooh, hot sauce, I'll put that on that. It's like the same thing, but with chilies. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, in fact, I did a video on this during COVID. Grilled cheese I'll do ketchup with, there's lots of starch, cheese, and tomato things that are, thing.
Of course, yeah.
But amongst all these macaroni and cheese and ketchup, I was like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. Why? Don't do that.
That's one of the ones I don't care for. Same thing with eggs, which is weird to me because salsa and eggs, cool. Hot sauce and eggs, out of sight. But someone's like ketchup on eggs, and I'm like, get that shit out of my face. Even like Valentina hot sauce, which is very similar to ketchup, in that it's very vinegary and fairly sweet. Ketchup, soy sauce, a bit of pancake syrup with scrambled eggs.
Let's Google on here.
Need ketchup on eggs. One boy just marched into the girl's shower. He was passing by the building when he did. Heard the collective shriek and then slap. Like that shit reverberated through the whole him clearing. He walks, smug as a shipbird, and ear to ear with a glowing red palm print on his cheek. Was he a cartoon character? Like, it sounds like something that would happen in like a 90s anime, you know what I mean? That's wild. Soy sauce on eggs, though, out of sight. Yes, salsa with eggs is good. It's like a essential thing of like for like breakfast burritos. I believe it. Sometimes I have witnessed enough like cartoon shit happen in real life that I believe it when people tell stories like that.
Like an Oompa Loompa making it to the White House?
Yes. No. The one I always think of is we were doing like a school trip when I was living in Japan to Hiroshima, and everyone stayed in like Huevos Rancheros and stuff. Anyways, everyone was staying with like homestays. And my homestay, this is unrelated, but I think I'll never not tell this because it's hilarious. My homestay dad would, like, I drank so much Asahi, I wouldn't have been surprised if he, like, owned stock in the company. Like, he had, like a 24 in, like, outside of the fridge and a 24 in the fridge. He took us out to see his yacht. And he's like, yeah, check out my yacht. And we're like, oh, that's really cool. And he's like, no, check this out. And he, like, goes into the yacht and opens up, like, a floor panel. And there's more Asahi. And I'm like, like, sir, you drink a lot of beer. But when I was taking a bath at their place, they had a heated bathtub, so it never got cold. And they gave me a bucket of ice with Asahis in it. And I was like, this is one of the best things I've ever had. It was really nice. But a buddy of mine was staying in a temple.
Oh, shit.
And the temple gave him, like, a lunch box, like a bento box. And part of it was a full grilled mackerel. And so we're sitting on, like, the coast in Hiroshima, like, eating our lunch. Because I'd just gotten something from, like, a convenience store. And he's eating this giant bento. And he goes to eat this mackerel, and a hawk landed on his lunchbox. And grabbed the mackerel with its beak. And then looked at him, and there was like a, I don't know, second and a half silence with them just having a stare down. And then Halfdan, my friend, he is a Danish guy and like a martial artist, like cold clocked the hawk, just like boom, just like sucker punched it right in the chest, and it made a noise like someone hitting someone with a pillow. It was like, and the hawk just like It had its wings out and just stared at him, still holding the fish, and then it flew away with the fish. But it was it was more surprised than I was. It was great. Omerice. Yeah, I like omerice. Mexican omelet, Tex-Mex. Salsa, seasoned meat of your choice, damn delicious. Yeah, agreed. I like I said, salsa thanks is good. But I was visiting you and helping you collect something from your friend's house. Some kind of hostel. People. It's really getting out of the building. That sounds like some places I've lived, guys. I was gonna say, it sounds like something Tracy will inevitably end up having, yeah. Actually, another fun story. It's food and living in Japan related and kind of hostel related. I lived in like a share house, so it was like basically a floor of an apartment building, but with like a common area, and everyone had their own rooms. But one guy who lived there was from India, and he was just perpetually cooking. Awesome dude, one of the friendliest guys I've ever met, and just like very personable, very like talkative, curious about stuff, just an interesting guy. And I remember I went to like a place that makes gyoza, and I'd gotten like takeout, so I'd come back and he was like, "Oh, you went to Tiger Gyoza Hall?" And I was like, "Yeah, I love Tiger Gyoza Hall." And he's like, "They have the gyoza with I'm trying to remember the name in English." And I'm like, "Could you describe it?" And he's like, "It's a seafood." And I'm like, "Okay, like a fish?" And he's like, no, it's just not fish. This is the animal with the long mustaches." And I'm like,
catfish?
Yeah, but I mean, that was like catfish? Maybe. No, wait. Shrimp. And he's like, "No, it's just not shrimp." And I'm like, "Lobster?" And he's like, "No, not lobster." And this goes on for like a crazy amount of time with me, just listing every type of seafood I can think of. Just trying to imagine what is the animal with the long mustaches. And then he's like, "Have you seen Mr. Bean Goes to Europe?" And I'm like, "Yes?" Like, as in, yes, like 20 years ago when that movie came out. And he's like, "In that movie, he eats that animal." And I look up, immediately, like, phone out. I'm just like, Mr. Bean Goes to Europe, seafood, and it was like, oh, there's a scene where he eats scampi. And I'm like, prawns? And he's like, "Yes, this is the name of the animal." And I'm like, what? Why didn't, when I say shrimp, like, immediately, why weren't you, like, bigger? And when I said lobster, say smaller or something. I don't know. To this day, I can't see prawns in any context without thinking about it being the animal with the long mustaches. It's also, like, the strangest way to describe a prawn. Like, it's true.
We must go deeper.
They smile. Ignore the red flags my ex had. And if, are you alright? A really big one-story building. You had to tell me about all these rules and deal with people there. Went through a hole in the fence in the backyard, past an abandoned car. Had some kind of password numpad in it. And that was the back door, and the floor and the walls encrusted with some brown/yellow stuff. It was a really shitty place. Sounds pretty shitty. Jacques from Finding Nemo. Oh yeah, it could have been it. Yeah, but I mean, lobsters and shrimp and prawns are all closely related. Lobsters are just scorpion mermaids. It's true. They're also delicious. Actually, Glenn's folks uploaded pictures of them eating lobster recently.
Yeah, they are currently out east.
I saw that and I was like, I could go for those. Hey, Vega. Become crab. Good news, Vega. We will. Everything will. He drove us there and everything. It's so weird. That is bizarre. Am I gonna get crab fight too? You're goddamn right I am. I also, I think I already got crab champions. Oh, fuck.
Come on, man.
I will
It's just,
penis directly off your body, okay?
oh. Sweet teebly deeblies. Is apparently the correct reaction to that.
Oh!
Oh?
Skeletorismo, so pause. You're gonna lose sight of the screen. Thank you for Skeletorismo.
Just said the organic growth of the fish.
We're at skeleton. Let me run into like a skeleton.
Skeleton warriors. Skeleton balls. Badass skeleton.
Oh, can I not get in it?
No, you're not allowed.
I actually never watched Skeleton Warrior.
Well, stop trying to front then.
Skeleton balls.
Fuck you.
Skeleton warriors.
Fucking motherfucker.
The skeleton balls.
8 out of skeleton.
You know what? That ball? That was a really judo ball.
That's real fucking neato.
Skeleton warriors.
And that's the bit.
This is gonna be fun.
I love how an organic bit just.
Song will heal my bones. It's true. He'll never live to see Spinal Keg. You know what? You're injured, Akimokumi. I'll give you a free Spinal Keg. Just this once.
Look out!
Every time. No, there's also a Gran Turismo in there. I'm sorry, Glenn.
Okay.
You got time. You get somewhere before I hit it. Oh. That's not great.
Spider hiding in the corner. Spider hiding under Ducky. What's it doing? Oh God! It's a fire spider.
Who'd win the fight? A fire spider or a spire fighter? Like from Slay the Spire. But he's a fighter.
What?
That's right.
I don't understand.
Anyways, here's Gran Turismo.
I do like how there's Danny DeVito wanting to collect the troll's tool to let you into the boy's hole. No, one of these days we gotta get us just hip thrusting one.
That's true. Should do that. Top row, second from the right, like to the left of the your boy Kong Ming one and the 2B one, like this one here that's moving. It's from, I think it's Hanayori Dango. It's like a romantic comedy from the 80s. Looks like Samurai Flamenco, but it's way older. That Hanayori Dango's from like the like legit the 80s, I believe. Oh, there's a live action adaptation in the 2000s.
Oh shit.
92. Okay. I haven't watched it yet. I'm still fired up about the author. I've heard, yeah, everyone I know who's seen it has said, like, it's exceptional. I just, that whole situation would be less fucked up to me if it didn't happen, like, around the same time as the Pierre Taki stuff. Where it was like, let's ruin this guy's life forever for being adjacent to cocaine one time. And it's like, this guy's like, more than adjacent to a lot of child porn. It's like, oh, that's fine. It's like, let's not do this. And some people are disappointed. Oh, no one I know who's watched it has expressed that, but it's not a big sample size. I know like 3 people who have watched it, including Avatar, who I just learned is watching it. It is now time for crab. I mean, I know some people who are disappointed in the animation in Trigun Stampede. I know that's like a style thing, but like, that's an oops all wrong opinion. Blackberry. No, blackcurrant. We should have a big watch party. Watch us some Trigun Stampede. Trigun fucking rules. Achromatic. Large clock party. Big fat very large clock.
Large what?
Large clock party, sir.
Clock, you say?
Large clock, sir.
Can you spell that for me, please?
C-O-C-K. Backspace 3 times. L-O-C. Yes, agreed 1,000,000,000% Avatar. 2 tickets, please. 2 dicks coming right up. Tickets, please. Dicks.
Wee.
Water. bear. So here you go. This is for all of you.
It is now time for crab.
Oh, water. Beer. Crab change. Oh, why? Why is it loud?
It's crab champion.
I know that. I should buy this. Purchase for myself.
Let's see that ID info.
That it is now time for crab is something Acromatic.
You know who
uses
this
for intro.
is?
Oh, no. Yanni.
Laurel?
Yes, that's what I heard.
Yes.
It's crazy that he's wearing a white dress.
Looks more blue and black to me.
Night Dirt Pikmin, let's go! That's funny, Wyvern. I wasn't aware. Have you followed by a playthrough of the entire in the Netflix series? Assuming it's dumped all at once and not weekly releases. Nice. I reread the graphic novels when the remaster of the game came out.
You found the doctor. A new treasure.
Electreasure. It's gonna be 2 nights. I mean, yeah. The original is like 26 episodes. Oh, man, the intro for it slaps. Now you all know what Trigun sounds like. Oh, yeah. Sea Floor Resort, sub-level 3. Once you reach the 3rd sub-level, the rent approaches payable. Katamari Pikmin, Katamari, do your best. That's what you gotta play. Yeah, the re-release of We Love Katamari. They actually added a part to that one, Akimokumi, where partway through you have to stop to not play Neo the World. I'm joking. Have I played more Bomb Rush? Unfortunately not. I don't have a compelling reason why I haven't played more Bomb Rush. It's mostly just they released a new character for Entropy Effect, so I've been playing a lot of that in the small amount of time that I have to play games on my own.
On my own, without Potat beside me.
It's not a world I want to imagine, Potat.
Do 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 do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I have a compelling reason that my stuff isn't here yet, but I'm still mad about it. That's fair. I also played more TMNT with Hobby specifically today. No, I think they mean their stuff hasn't arrived from Oregon, because they moved here. You need a break. What you should do is break some Ninja Clan goons' faces. Oh, though I was meaning to ask you, Glenn.
But why did you call it oven when you in the cold food of out hot eat the food? Just seems a little strange to me, that's all.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's true. My dog in Baldur's Gate brought me some salami. I am not encumbered because of this sausage. Or, I'm now encumbered because of this sausage. Your dog did a good job. I read that in the wrong order, and for a second I thought you were going to say that your dog was named Salami, which would have also been good.
Salami, shake a paw.
Growing up, my grandfather had a dog, and his name was Razmataz.
Yeah?
Unfortunately, so far, no one's had a better name for a dog than that. pizza. I think on my days off / on my way to pick up Slurpathon runners to bring them to Cranky Panky's house, I might grab a couple pies from Pizza Face. The Dirt Ghost. I mean, Dirt is also a pretty good name for a dog, especially if it's like an old cantankerous dog.
Hey, Dirt.
Dill Pick'ems. Dude, that pickle pizza is one of the best things I've ever eaten. I love it so much. I keep being like, I'm gonna try another pizza there, and people keep being like, you should try this pizza there, and I'm like, yeah. And I get there and I'm like, give me the pickle pizza again. And they're like, do you wanna? And I'm like, I want the pickle pizza. I know you live a block away. They're also just super cool. I really like the folks at Pizza Face. Are you not Italian? How? What do you mean, how? In Italy, I've had pizzas with French fries on them. I've had pizzas with, like, horse sausage. Like, Italian people will eat anything on a pizza if it tastes good. And like a pizza with just garlic on it. Me too, Mop. Even pineapple? Yeah, but here's the thing, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Pineapple on a pizza is fine. Pineapple and tomato on the same pizza is not great. It's just way too acidy. It's a good deal. A lot of meat down there. Made the fun. You gonna order that again at Slurpathon? Yeah. But yeah, a pineapple pizza with like a white sauce or like a barbecue sauce or something like that, delicious. I'm all about that. Yeah, do it Saturday then, to avoid conflicting with sushi and meat. Nah. Well, yeah, exactly. Saturday would be the day of no pizza. Or the day without food. I named all your dogs, all the dogs that never winter after alcohol. That's also pretty strong.
Oh, is that the toothbrush?
Oh yeah, it is, for sure. Ridge completed.
It's just remembering something from something from Kenny versus Penny.
The one where they wear the octopus on their head?
Well, there's that. I forget what the challenge was. But Kenny cheated as per usual, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And to get back at Kenny, Spenny decided to take Kenny's toothbrush and you know, put it up his ass to, you know, get all the grossness from his ass onto his toothbrush. But somehow Kenny thought ahead, put hot sauce on it. And there was a brief montage of Spenny in pain from hot sauce up his rectum.
That show, man.
Which, thinking about it, could almost be a schnoz story.
Yeah.
There was one time I had left my toothbrush unattended.
Wrecked him. It nearly killed him. Exactly.
Well, yeah. pretty good pile of nuggets. I mean, it's just 2 nuggets, but
it's just the 2 nuggets actually.
No.
No luck catching them swans, eh?
Fuck's sakes.
No luck catching them killers, eh? It's just the one killer, actually. Could you describe the swan?
It's
About
white and...
1.5 tall, white, covered in feathers, long neck. It's...
I mean, it's a swan.
It's a swan. Well, they do the joke that they do that joke a couple times so at the movie. No luck catching them killers, eh? That's one of my favorites.
Can you not fucking take all my fucking Pikmin, please?
Get Ochi to attack.
It's floating, how?
You'll get it when it gets low.
It doesn't. Let's try this.
You gotta get the jellyfish to go face down. Or face down, booty up, make Ochi go. Whoop whoop. They call it Ochi style. You know what? Built-in Dormammu? Yeah. Also, we had Mop in the chat earlier, and I didn't say hi to him, which I feel weird about. So you're going to be hanging out with him in person with the rest of the Slurpathon crew. Pull your pants. That one ice guy just being like... Oh. Being absorbed. How have I not made a joke about Ice Pikmin being the ice guys from that Joel Haver video? Send the ice
Because I don't understand what you're talking about.
Oh no, I'm being absorbed.
Oh, maybe you did.
Yeah. Ice is cracking.
This.
We gotta go.
I'm Duncan Crook, and for over 20 years, me and my best friend Bart have been walking on ice. Literally.
If we didn't do this, nobody would.
There's no guarantees on that ice, other than it's cold and it's dangerous.
Oh! Oh God! Did you get that? Did you get that? Please tell me you got that.
I thought I was gonna die, and that's no joke.
When Bart and I took our wedding vows, we promised we'd walk out on that ice every day, and we haven't missed one yet.
Ice is cracking. We gotta go. We gotta go. Go, go, go. Every day we put our lives on the line to be out on this ice, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, that's the entire... I'm not going to play the whole video. This cracks me up. Also, the fact that the video is called POV, just turned on the History Channel for the first time in 15 years, is extremely accurate. Oh, that's unfortunate.
There we go.
This is no visuals. Feels like I'm playing San Andreas again with all the radio gags. Also nice of them. Killed the shit out of that jellyfish. I'm hungry.
Are you?
Hungry for words?
What?
No. Hungry for words. Shut up. Yeah. And I don't really want to munch. Stream, you know what I mean? Har, har, har.
I want to munch. Squad. I want to. Sorry, that's a old McElroy Brothers bit that I haven't heard in a long time.
My poisoned brain thought you were doing, and no idea why you would even know what this fucking song is, but I thought you were doing The Only Thing I Know for Real. Like, there will be blood shed. Nakko Kumi thought you were bam, bam, chicky, chicky, bam, bam.
Suppose she can jump that. Find out.
Poison brain. That wasn't poison. That was Twisted Sister. How dare you? How dare you?
I want to rock. I want to rock is the original version. Oh god.
Oh, this frog, I don't know why it's so derp. Yeah. Is in fact the demon of song from Dark Souls 2. I think it's because I was listening to music on Spotify on shuffle, and The Only Thing I Know for Real came on, and then I was watching a That Punch Kid video released that same day, and it also used that song. Face of Pure Evil. I remember, it's Pikmin 2 where we lost like 100 Pikmin to one frog.
I don't remember.
Oh, you know what, actually, I might have been thinking of Vine Sauce playing Pikmin 2. Dropped a coin purse.
Chris, you can call it by its technical name. A scrotum.
Never mind, Charlie.
Alternatively.
Okay, I will.
This enemy is walking into the stratosphere every time he jumps.
We could have used these guys sooner, couldn't we?
This game, this really good SFX from the PS1 Alone in the Dark game. There it goes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. And Monster Lady annoying him with radio. I like it. I was trying to find the SFX from Apex of Horizon using her like gravity lift where she goes, "Don't fash yourself. Here's a pick-me-up." Bad expression. Don't fash yourself. There's research afoot. I like the two kinds of characters they have in that game, where it's just like, okay, this character is the most serious, tragic character with the most serious horizon. Characters may always a robot who can't die and is forever tormented, and he's murdering people and he's evil. And they're like, okay, what's the next character? And they're like, oh, it's Miss Frizzle, but she's Scottish. It's like, ah, perfect. Perfectly balanced, as all games should be.
Shit.
I guess she also has a crazy, tragic backstory, too, but...
Scottish Miss Frizzle?
Yeah. Backstory being that she, like, was researching black holes and got too close to one. Basically got, like, interstellared into being thrown into the future, where her, like, 8-year-old son is, like, long dead from old age. I'm doing alright. How are you doing, storyline? Oh, that's shitty. You have my condolences.
Indeed. Puddle.
Puddle. This is whenever she uses her gravity lift. You have my sword and my axe.
Dude, put down the axe.
She says, "Dine fash yoursel," which is apparently Gaelic for "don't worry." And then here's a pick-me-up.
Do not fash yourself. Here's a
Dine
pick-me-up.
fash yourself. Here's a pick-me-up.
Danae, I can picture being like, do not.
Yeah, Danae.
But fash yourself, I don't get it.
I mean, it's Gaelic. It is.
Yeah.
That's not an English word. And it's like a YouTube video. Good, I guess. I didn't end up getting into a fist fight at 7-Eleven either, so I guess good. But Akimokumi, you have ice cream. You have Uno!
I don't have Uno.
Maybe I should go get ice cream. I do have ice cream upstairs.
Or
it comes free with your fucking Arby's.
Or
well, I don't have it.
What time does Moose's close? Is my proposition.
I wish. No, I have crap I have to do after this.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Glenn.
You're not. You piece of shit. Get your hand off my titty.
Everyone has Uno, dipshit. It came free with your fucking Morningstar. Well, I didn't get it. I have the oldest whip known to man. No, you don't. I bought mine day one, you fucking fleaman. Well, mine didn't have it. And you have Uno, you fucking dick. I don't have it, you fucking monster. You have Uno! Keep your hand on that titty. I didn't know Arby's had a Reuben. Sounds good. A Reuben and curly fries. Sounds like a pretty solid choice. He says an exceptional Reuben, especially for the price. Cool. I'll give it a shot. Deacon Arby's, they have the beats. How dare you? Yeah, I'd give it a shot. I had a weird relationship with Arby's growing up, which was people being hype about Arby's and me being like, but real delis exist. Why would you... Why? But I also was lucky enough to have, like, family that would go to, that worked at delis. So deli food was not, like, an exciting thing for me. It was just a very normal thing. I'm trying to remember where my boss, who's of Montreal origin, or one of my bosses who's of Montreal origin, had a, Don's for a good hamburger experience. I mean, the deli I go to is faster than an Arby's. But also costs like the same amount as going to Arby's. And is like 1,000 times better.
Honey.
Yeah, if I'm gonna get a cheap burger, I think I'd rather go to Burger King. But I mean, a Reuben is that's good to know they have a Reuben. I'll eat it. I'll eat Arby's. I've now. You're Italian though. Yeah, I mean I know that. Also, like I said, I'd just go to Spalumbo's. For the price of, like, anything at Arby's, I could get, like a sausage on... Like a real legit sausage on a bun. It's taking forever to make burgers and stop tasting good. Huh. That's weird. Oh, Spalumbo's is so fucking good. Have you ever actually gone to Spalumbo's? Like, to their like actual deli in Englewood?
I want to say probably not.
Oh, it's good because you like you like meatball subs, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So Italian sausage on a bun is basically that, but instead of meatballs, it's like a big chunky Italian sausage. Oh man. A business is I'll go anywhere called Spalumbo's. It's got the most... It's got a great origin story. I want to make sure I get the guys' names right. Yes, yeah, so there was... There's two football players in Calgary with the last names Spolatini and Colombo.
Oh, so they
combined their names after they retired from football and opened a deli. So it's Spalumbo's.
Somehow they're two individual Italian-sounding names put together
to make an even more Italian
yeah.
sounding name. I recently learned the White Spot is a Canada-only restaurant. My American friends had no idea what it was. Yeah, it's true, actually. And White Spot's like specifically a Vancouver thing. Like, they have it outside of Vancouver.
I don't think we ended up going, but I think there was a white spot in Victoria.
Yes. Oh, they are throughout BC essentially. They're kind of like, they're not really like In-N-Out, but it's a similar thing to In-N-Out, like how In-N-Out, it's like in California, they're everywhere, and then the further away from California you get, the more sparse they get until they just stop existing altogether. It's like that with White Spot. But there's like a spin-off of White Spot that's just a burger place that we do have one of in Calgary, and I don't remember what it's called.
Actually,
Kelowna. Huh. I did not know that. I just knew it was a BC thing. Oh, their White Spot is trash. I actually haven't been to a White Spot in like 20 years.
I think maybe the closest to a white spot I've been is in the Victoria Airport. It's like a mini, and that was not like the same one I thought I saw in Victoria as well.
Yeah. I like Pepinos. Their bread isn't on the... It's not on the same level as Spalombo's or a lot of other delis. But I'd take, like, the worst day-old Pepinos bread over the best Subway bread any day of the week. Mostly because it doesn't taste... doesn't smell like a garbage fire from hell. Yum. Their primary symptom is growing of leaves. Yes? If that's the case, I believe we may be able to cure them. While stranded, I discovered a bewitching specimen called Lumino. It only appears in the dark of night. I also miss the Rock Cafe. That place slapped. When dawn breaks, it releases a sap quite high in degradative enzymes. I believe I can make medicine out of those secretions that break down the nearly ground leaves. Oh, for real? I mean, cool. They'll find out I left Bernard behind. You left Bernard behind?
Oh no, what an accident! But
it wasn't an accident.
Though I would say, Vega, have you had the... I actually haven't eaten at the downtown Pepinos in a long time. Actually, I don't know if I've ever eaten at the downtown Pepinos. I've only gotten from the Kensington place. So it's possible the bread is different. Because that is the case with Jimmy's. The Jimmy's in Mission, their pita, not equal to 20th Ave Jimmy's pita. Accident. Copy that, Captain. Here I go. Nah.
My parents, before they went out east, recently went to a place, I think they said it was in the Bowness area, called, like, Rising Tides.
Oh, yeah.
Cafe, bar, cafe.
I think it's a cafe,
place.
yeah.
And they have a few craft beers and other food stuffs. Yeah. So I first heard of them through my parents, and they then were on the radio recently during like Pride Week stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about them being inclusive and all that. I was like, I've heard of them. That's neat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'll have to check them out sometime. What's this in?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not going to compare to Boulangerie. I will take exception with the idea that it's a half step up from Subway. Again, I used to have lizards that ate mealworms, and the, like, packaging for mealworms smells almost identical to Subway bread.
Oh, really?
It might be an association thing, but also I worked behind a Subway at the university, and just, like, the stench of, like, it's not like it smells, like, actively bad. It just smells like something you shouldn't put in your body, if that makes any sense. It's like, you know when you go into a parkade and they've just cleaned it? It doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't make you like hungry. You're not like, I could go for whatever they cleaned this parkade with. It smells like a chemical. Oh yeah, there's some really good Viet subs. Speaking of bonus, oh, amazing. Holy shit, thank you, guys.
Don't fash yourself. Here's a pick-me-up.
There we go. Perfect. I'm going to put that on my soundboard and confuse the shit out of my friends while we're playing Apex. I almost always get the meatball or the pollo pesto, so... but yeah, lilies. After working construction for summer, I've got a nose for brick mortar. It's very strange. I mean, I actually, like, I mentioned that smell of, like, a clean parkade. I actually love that smell. Something with gas. But, like, it was weird. Like, the place I worked was directly behind an Opa and a Subway. And, like, Opa's a Greek food place. And, like... I know people who, like, can't smell Opa without becoming, like, ill. Like, but, like, I would, like, face down in, like, the garbage at the Opa over just, like, the smell of the like, exhaust fumes from the side. Oh, the smell of printing chemicals? Oh, that, yeah. That's a very distinct... Oh, no, I'm thinking of, I don't know if it's the same... chemicals. I remember going to, like, a newspaper mill when I was a kid and thinking it smelled, like, unique. Like, I can still remember it. Smell of game manuals. Heck yeah. All the stuff to make Viet subs at home. Yeah, I mean, fair. That's rad. Love Vietnamese subs. But yeah, Lily's in Bonus. We used to go to martial arts class and, like, work out really hard, and then you get a Vietnamese sub. And an iced coffee, and it's oh, yeah, I could see isopropyl being one of those smells for sure. Fresh booster pack of cards, yep. What are other things that have a distinct smell that is not like a smell that makes you hungry, just like a nostalgic or a good smell?
Hear me out.
Okay.
Gasoline?
Yes, 100%.
It seems weird to say, but
I get why people huff chemicals like that, because as a kid, if there was whiteboard markers, I was smelling them. You have to put me in like a full Nelson to stop me from smelling them. Hate the smell of gasoline? I wonder if it's one of those things where it's like a genetic thing. A smell that's not bad that I fucking despise is propane.
Propane.
I've smelt some pretty rank things in the world that I would rather huff than just like a whiff of propane. I just hate the smell of propane.
Yeah.
You love the smell of expo markers. Propane is designed to smell bad. Yeah. Well, it's funny because like I'm also familiar with like duster gases and stuff like that, or like compressed air smell, which I actually really like. Love cow shit is a nostalgic smell for me. I used to live in a small farm in Ontario. That'd do it.
Yeah.
How do I feel about the smell of propane accessories? I think generally I feel or alternatively, that TRG ain't right. Yep. Thank you, King of the Hill. Naturally, propane has no scent. Yes, okay, yeah. Fucking Christ, Nick. Artificial snow? That's a really Canadian one. But like, if you've ever been to the top of a, like, mountain where they use artificial snow, or again, specifically if you're from Calgary and you've been to Canada Olympic Park, you know the smell I'm talking about. Apparently that's the smell of a specific type of algae that they use to make that stuff. Lord just dropped.
Excuse me.
Al is in alcohol. I remember as a kid when you'd go to like COP and I was the kid who would eat snow and they're like, don't eat snow, it's disgusting. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna eat snow. And they're like, yeah, well that snow's made out of weird algae. And I'm like, don't care. Eat all the snow. Artificial snow. Look where you are now, it's true. It probably filled my brain with parasitic worms.
Hear about that news story where someone actually had a parasitic worm in her brain?
No.
That actually happened.
I believe it.
I forget how it got there.
There's a few
something she ate, I think.
That makes sense, yeah. I mean, it's a parasitic worm. That's kind of how I think usually others. Did I miss while showering? Snow is weird. Artificial snow is made out of weird algae. Joke's on you, I'm into that shit. That's what I should have been. I should have been like, yeah, so they tell me to eat more vegetables, now I'm eating the snow. You said it was made out of algae, okay?
This fucking dead carcass is still here.
Yeah. I did hear about that. There's an episode of Sons of Butcher parodying that. It has one of my favorite stupid jokes I've ever seen. Namely, there's like a montage of him eating unhealthily because he has a tapeworm, so he'll lose weight no matter what he eats. And he like puts all this like disgusting food into a blender and turns it on. And then he like throws the stuff in the blender out and eats the blender. And it's such a shitty, stupid joke. It cracks me up every time. Oh, that's X5 Master. Hazard a guess into what killed her. Yeah. The parasitic worm. She romanced the worm.
Fuck, I'm blanking on the...
Literally a Chinese romance movie about that. Oh, there's also that great episode of Futurama about that. Also, that same episode of Sons of Butcher opens with one of the characters ordering an absurd amount of food. And it's been like a running joke slash gag amongst me and my friends for years. Namely, just some of the stuff he orders. Like, get the triple-decker roast beef sandwich, but substitute each piece of bread with a full, with a large pepperoni pizza, and toss that in the deep fryer, would ya? It's just the really over-the-top, like, Ontario accent and asking everything to be deep-fried. Let me get a order of the double-fried, refried, pan-fried fries. Does it come with the chili cheese fries? It does? Okay, yeah, double cheese, double chili, and why don't you toss that in the deep fryer, would you? And at the end, he's like, I'm watching my weight, so give me all that and a diet soda and a bag of low-carb chipes.
Chipes?
I'm gonna find out if that's on YouTube. I have to clip it / copy it down. I even remember the episode name was Fish in the Hole. Oh good, the whole episode is just on YouTube. Thank you, Canadian television. I'm not actually gonna play it, I just wanted to bring it up. Also, one of the other characters orders a Caesar salad with no croutons and ranch dressing.
Croutons.
No croutons. And ranch dressing. Also, Sons of Butcher has one of the weirdest art styles ever. It's animated like Toon Boom / like Flash era like cartoon bodies, but the characters' faces are trace bitmap rotoscoped. So they have like regular human faces that are like blurry and painting-y looking. It's a weird look. Oh, what the? Caesar salad. No croutons. You can definitely tell, too, that the people who made it were very influenced by Trailer Park Boys, because they also have a character whose whole thing is malapropisms. It's the same guy who calls it a Caesar salad, in fact. I think his malapropisms are, like, on par with, like, equal to Ricky's. Like, there's some really good ones, yeah. Like, the one that lives rent-free in my brain is desperate times call for separate pleasures. Like someone transcribed the entire order from the restaurant in the comments of that video. I'm gonna have to dig up all of the episodes of that show and watch them just to remember all of the malapropisms. Those are like my favorite form of comedy. But where is the dog?
Oh, hi, doggy.
What the dog doing?
That's the question.
We're all wondering at the end of the day. There's some abrupt chaos. Stop killing the Pikmins. Then the Pikmins should stop dying. If I was a Pikmin, I just wouldn't die. I mean, cast on is so weird. Yeah. I believe it. Best strats of all time. It's true. It was like, I remember when we first got into Monster Hunter, it was when the franchise was really, like, niche in North America. So all of the guides for that game were just like... all of the guides to the game were just like, just fucking kill the monster, idiot. You're like, really? That's your hot tip? Or they'd be like, oh, go make a Fatalis weapon. It's like... having trouble beating the Gypceros, just use the Fatalis Slasher. And it's like, I don't think I'd... If I had the Fatalis Slasher, I wouldn't be looking up how to kill the Gypceros. It's like the self-defense against fruit thing from Monty Python. Like, someone attacks you with some strawberries, just shoot them to death. Like, well, what if we don't have a gun? I'll just release the tiger. Sometimes it feels okay, and other times it feels like my legs are trying to break out. Massive pain. Your toes are like, hey, I'm still here. Sometimes your leg is just in there being like, why are we still here? Just suffer. Pikmin never did learn how to defend against pointed sticks. Funny because later on in that, like, right after that in that dialogue, he starts talking about, like, phantom pain. Which is sort of the opposite of what Akimo Kumi's experiencing. Just realized our dumbest statement that is. The opposite of phantom pain? Oh, it's just regular pain. Just Metal Gear pain.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear pain sucks, but if you get through it, then you can say...
We've managed to avoid drowning. Good job.
Oh, it's one of these boys. Instead of phantom pain is phantom limb. But isn't the opposite of phantom limb the monarch? Move the base. What the base doing?
What the dog do?
What the dog doing?
What's that?
There will be tat. But a potato God's his head, the only one left. Right upon the buttered potato, 'cause the butter don't keep that potato. And imagine Pikmin, unchanged except it has Metal Gear Rising boss music. Like Like, you walk out and you see that big jolly toad that jumps up and down. And it's just like... Sorry, I had that stuck in my head all stream.
Clearly. I say clearly as if it was obvious to me when it wasn't.
When it wasn't a situation of you just being like, oh, Chris is just saying more fucking nonsense. Sick riff. It's because that's an amazing song. I have a hard time picking a favorite boss theme from Metal Gear Rising, but that one is a highlight.
Oh, I remember.
You remember? There you go.
Out to now has maybe a couple left, less brain cells, but...
I'll send it to you. It's a great song. I mean, I really like it. I don't know. It's like how the person who made that video calls it the boss theme to the fight with the Samuel, not Jetstream Sam. He's calling him his full name like it's his mom. Jetstream James Samuel, you come upstairs right this instant.
Oh, but Mom.
So like that's. I know you don't know the character, but it's especially funny to imagine that character sounding like that.
Oh, his name is Mika. And his back is tired from carrying the team.
I am no teacher from Arion Academy, but liberal arts degree to good use as advisor to Planetary Science Club.
I telecommunicate over wires.
You talking about the phone?
I know it's called. Ah!
Are those out there in the wild? I'd love to
they
find
must
them.
be.
Yeah.
Who is that doing the Mika Kippersoff impression again?
I can't remember. Mika Kippersoff fan 960. It's all this earnest shit and not weird radio interviews from like the early 2000s. Apparently they hunted him down so they could retire his jersey. Like they actually locate him. Okay, this is a weird bit of Calgary lore. In 2004, our hockey team, the Flames, had an extremely successful and unexpected run at the Stanley Cup.
Yes.
Like they were considered like a fairly long shot, but they got lucky in the first round with like the star player of the team they're playing against getting like a year-long suspension for sucker punching someone.
Is that Bertuzzi?
And it was Todd Bertuzzi.
Who ended up playing for the Flames a few years later.
A few years later. Okay, hot take. I actually really like Todd Bertuzzi as a player. But one of the players on the team was this fucking Finnish weirdo named Mika Kippersoff. He was the goalie and was just like the most stereotypically a goalie / most stereotypically like weird Finnish person ever. And after leaving the Flames, he was like maybe living off the grid. Like people would be like, maybe his former teammates would be like, oh yeah, I went to go visit Mika in Finland, and he drove me out to like a lake that was 1,000 kilometers away from the like closest civilization. It was just like, you catch food so we can eat dinner, and then left. And I was like, is he coming back? Like just all these like weird like cryptid stories about this guy. And apparently they found him and brought him back to retire his jersey. But there was like a radio, the like sports radio channel here had like bits where someone would do an impression of various hockey players, but they had a series of extremely funny ones with a guy doing a very, like, comedically up-played Mika Kiprasov impression. Apparently he had a bunker built on his property while he was living there. That's so deeply unsurprising, given how weird he was. Why you wake me up so early after play such great game?
Haha.
I say here because I don't know if he was living in the city limits. He did have a bunker. See, and the stuff I've learned about Mika Kiprasov is not the, like, would indicate that he's not the kind of guy who would commission a bunker to be built on his property. He's the kind of guy who would build a bunker on his property. You know what I mean? Hey Mika, you want to grab some drinks after practice? No, I cannot. I cannot grab drink because I am going to be building bunker.
Is that a Game & Watch?
It does appear to be a Game & Watch.
Looks like it.
No, it's a Game Boy Micro.
Right.
A Game Boy Advance made in the style of a Game & Watch. I've never used a Game Boy Micro.
Same.
Put a lot of hours in on the SP. I think the SP itself is one of the, like, goats of, like, handheld video games. It's probably not a hot take. And before someone's like, actually, it wasn't as good as the Neo Geo Pocket. Okay, well...
Actually...
I said that, and a robot made fun of me for it. Surprisingly, they're a bit small. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Doesn't it have a larger screen than an N-Gage, though? About 3 or 4 months ago, I watched all of the Stop Skeletons from Fighting videos about the N-Gage. Also, I know you're thinking it, Glenn.
Somebody bought an N-Gage.
You actually bought an N-Gage. What a loser. Don't say the next part of that because it doesn't age well.
I have forgotten what the next part was, so...
it was a slur?
Oh.
That wasn't as harsh a slur at the time. Or wasn't known to be as harsh a slur at the time. Actually, the Wonder Swan color...
Was it a certain F word?
Yes.
Yeah. Especially today, being the Pride Parade.
Yeah, Pride Parade Day.
Calgary.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Actually, the Wonder Swan color didn't release in North America. It's quite funny to me. So, weird fact. You remember the video that came from, right? Decline of Video Gaming?
Yeah. There's a trilogy of them.
Yep. So, the other day I was watching an ex-Devlin stream, and she was playing a game with really goddamn cool animation called Tilted Towers. Or Tilted Tower? Let's see, I'm gonna look it up. No. Tilted Towers is like a thing in Fortnite. Tilted Towers is a Tetris-like, never mind. I'm trying to remember what this was. Twisted Tower? It's like a...
Pizza Tower?
Oh, that game's incredible. No.
That is what it's called?
Yeah. Tangle Tower. And I was like, oh, this game's gorgeous. Like, who did the animation for this game? Because it's this really cool, like, really stylish 2D animation with a lot of character. I looked it up and it's like, oh, it's a company called FSB Games or SFB Games, and I was like, oh, that's funny. It reminds me of like Super Flash Bros, the guys who made Decline of Video Gaming. It fucking is Super Flash Bros. Those guys went from making like jokey joke videos. Admittedly, those videos had like, those were also like the first like big things that Ego Raptor was known for, was those videos. And Rubber Ninja, aka Ross, also of like Game Grumps adjacency, came from that, like was like worked on those videos slash is like a cameo in them and stuff. But I don't know, it blew my mind. It's just like, we used to hang out on the Legendary Frog forums with these guys and stuff, and now they're making good ass games. It's awesome. You'll love to see it. This is a deep cave.
Well, no,
not a deep cave, so it's an expansive cave, I guess.
No, apparently I only got 80% of the stuff in here.
Yeah.
But I don't know what I'm missing.
Haven't heard that name in a long time. Which name? Legendary Frog? Final Fantasy is an RPG, the only one that I need. It's the RPG for me. Final Fantasy is all that I play. All other games are lame.
You know what I for some reason needed to look up earlier this week?
That?
No. But the Return of Ganondorf.
Oh! That's one that lives truly rent-free in my brain. Just to get with the rage already. And it makes me want to.
Yes.
It makes me want to.
Yes.
It makes me want to.
Volunteer at the soup kitchen.
Come, Ganny. There are hungry mouths to feed. I only play games that are popular. Yeah, no, legendary frog, that guy. I know the like Pie Day one, like the "Don't you eat this pie" one is a reference to The Simpsons, but I will always associate it with that legendary frog video. Also, Carrie's big invention with the Chinese finger trap. That's another like line that's always in my head. The like. Houdini himself couldn't escape from this thing. Final Fantasy VIII Plus was literally with me forever. Yeah, Final Fantasy VIII Plus was like, at the heyday of Newgrounds, Final Fantasy VIII Plus was just like installed as the #1 video. Like it was just the most, like there was no like getting past how big that video was. Enjoyed the One Ring to rule them all. Oh man.
Oh yeah, I watched that shortly after.
Nice.
That's the first one.
Yeah. Miss Indie Animation.
The one thing to rule them all.
Yeah. I mean, it's still around. I think it would be cool if there was a program with the accessibility of Flash. These days, I think the closest thing to that would be stuff like SFM. No, that's 100% true. Something about it being like the early days of the internet, Flash being a good way of making videos that could be fairly small and you could watch with what's it called? Like, with a poor internet connection, because of the way... Source Filmmaker. / Gary's Mod. I mean... porno. I mean, we were talking about eternal tipping the other day. That's an SFM video. And we watched that fucking magical little moment video earlier today. But yeah, no, nowhere near as big as it was in the heyday of like Newgrounds and such. And I mean, here's a hot take from someone with a background in animation. If you could make independent animation of anything on the internet, the two most profitable things you could make it of would be like child bait YouTube stuff like Minecraft or Spider-Man Elsa videos or porn. Like if you want to reliably make money, those are the two avenues. No, that's exactly it. It's too labor intensive to work well on YouTube. Though it's making inroads on TikTok because TikTok and YouTube Shorts and stuff like that are short enough that you can reliably animate something at a normal rate. Still nowhere near the rate that like other stuff that the algorithm loves could be, but yeah. Do you remember? Call and return your Pikmin. It would be really cool, though, if we could use some of this stupid predictive algorithm bullshit to make programs that make animation less labor intensive without trying to use them purely as a method of, like, devaluing animators and artists who work in animation. That's all Spine actually is, but Spine is still probably too technical for average Joe. Hey, hot dog octopus. Taco, yeah. So yeah, Spine is a program for making, it's mostly used for game animation. It uses, I'm trying to think what the exact, like, the technical term is for it. But basically it allows you to, the Spine is a program. I mean, it is. It allows you to map skeletal animation onto 2D models. Which allows you to basically take an illustration and animate it. Now, you're kind of limited, obviously, in what you can animate with it and stuff. But there's some really cool stuff you can do with it. And they use it for games and such. You can sort of apply like meshes, essentially, and then like move stuff around, and they'll move with joints and stuff, and flex and constrict and stuff like that. There used to be a word for it. Yeah, it's a skeleton animator, but you can, it uses a lot of the, like, kind of concepts to do with, use a lot of the concepts to do with, like, 3D animation on 2D animation by making character models, and then using, like, basically, like, distorting, squashing, stretching things the way that you would in, say, a photo editor, but while adhering to, you know, scaling and patterning rules and stuff like that. You've seen / played stuff made using Spine, I guarantee it. It's one of those things, especially if you play mobile games. The animations are lightweight enough, and they are way, way, way cheaper and faster to produce than sprites. Now, depending on the quality of the stuff. Check out this shit. Oh.
Spooky, scary skeletons are tricky.
They're loving
by
Savannah.
design. Wacky weights will seal your fate. Each one you must decide. Spooky, scary skeletons, adjusting each bone's roll. You'll flee your file in such a flash when shape keys steal your soul. We must rig you skeletons for you to animate. But Mr. Huber teaches us the laziest like hay. 'Cause spooky, scary skeletons forge frights from frame to frame. Almost the most annoying part, UVs put them to shame. Spooky, scary skeletons.
Oops.
Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down my spine.
Oh. Okay, my favorite part, Akimokumi, is that I was like, oh, I'm gonna bring up Revenge when you posted it because I was like, oh, I'll use that as my like outro music or something. And then I realized that the animation in that like YouTube video of it is Spine, almost certainly. Yeah, I know it's definitely Spine. Looking at it, oh, it's such a good song. All I can think about now is yellow Pikmin just digging up bones. That'd be like the kind of shit I would have put into a video. Like at a sketch comedy show. It's like starting off a sketch with like yellow Pikmin. And they like dig up bones and they take them back to Olimar and Louie. And Olimar and Louie are wearing like the space helmets, but then they also have like blue like windbreakers with like yellow text on the back, and they're like examining the bones, and Louie's like, Olimar, what do you make of all this? And Olimar's like lights a cigarette and it's just like, Louie, you don't understand the world we're living in. You don't rightfully comprehend that time is a flat circle. And Louie's like, Olimar, I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up about that crap. People don't care about that shit here. And then it's like the True Detective intro, but it's Pikmin. Alex McCall doing good shit again. Always. There's a reason why I did in fact once try to hire him. He was already too successful at that point.
Puppies there.
Puppies! Puppies they are! Now all I can think about is fucking True Pictective, and it's stupid. It's awful. Try more rhythm-based games. The only rhythm game I'm any good at is Sekiro. Go, Onion! I need to collect the tools.
Go, Onion! I need to collect the tools.
There's a bit on that Punch Kids videos where whenever he repeats a joke, he has a little guy pop up and be like a little Ozzy Osbourne clip that plays. He's like, he's making the same fucking joke from the last video, and I feel like that could be playing on a loop.
During our stream?
Just in my streams in general, but I mean...
Yeah. And you know what that's a reference to? It's making the same joke as last time.
I don't actually.
It's from, I believe the third Austin Powers movie?
Oh, yes, okay. Yeah, no. Now I remember it. Making the same joke as the last movie.
Yeah.
The last film.
Lost a couple of yellows, but I think only a couple.
Looking at drop position you're made aware of. Ooh, nice. Hi-Fi Rush, Bomb Rush, Cyberpunk. Most games with Rush in the name. Oh, they're dead.
Yeah.
Dead serious about going to Itchy and Scratchy Land. Oh, also they got murdered. We should probably call it here, because
I was just gonna ask.
I ain't asking. I'm telling you. So excited for Night Expedition next time, which won't be next week, I don't think, because of Slurpathon. Potentially, might be next week. We'll see. Let me get this. Going. Is that a little dude? A little dude named Dudney? Is that you streaming? Maybe we should. Actually, we're gonna raid Tropical Lounge because we haven't done that in a long time. At least Ravine outro. And we'll see you next time. Don't worry. Don't you worry your injured little head about it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Say hi to Tropical Pouch. Give him a follow. I'll be back tomorrow with speedrun practice. I'm going to try and stream every night this week until Slurpathon. So, please look forward to it. Otherwise, take care of yourselves. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Eardrums.
Go, Onion! I need to collect the tools.